Constable Ian McDonald, IAN, MAC, capital DONALD, and I'm the Public Information Officer for the Abbotsford Police Department.
What's happened this morning?
Well, in many ways, it's one of those worst case scenarios. We receive a 911 call around 9 a.m. Victim, female, indicates that she's been stabbed and that her 18-month-old baby has been taken. She further provides information to us that she knows her attacker, and in fact he's the father of the child, and he's fled on foot. So now we have BC Ambulance Service rolling, we have APD Patrol Division and every other available officer moving into the area, both to provide treatment to this 23-year-old woman and to find our 24-year-old suspect who is somewhere in the neighborhood. Fortunately, within 40 minutes, we converge on this individual just a few hundred meters away from the original scene in someone else's backyard. Fortunately, at that point, there's no further incident and he's taken into custody. And certainly from initial physical examination of the 18-month-old, he appears to be fine, but obviously we're going to defer to medical professionals to give him a thorough examination to determine whether that in fact is the case.
Now, how is she?
Yeah, last report, she was receiving urgent care at a hospital, and obviously we're dealing with somebody who has multiple stab wounds, so certainly our thoughts and prayers are with her, and we'll be monitoring her medical status through the day.
How was she transported to hospital?
Yeah, so she was transported by air ambulance. We had ground ambulance crews also working, and I want to commend BC Ambulance Service for, again, imagine a worst case scenario. There is a suspect at large, potentially armed, in the area, and you have a child potentially in harm's way. So certainly when you start thinking about training scenarios, this is one that police and first responders deal with, and unfortunately it became a reality this morning.
So once again, the suspect had the child?
Yeah, so the 18-month-old, initially the suspect, it was reported to us that the suspect had taken the child, and certainly we found the child in the company of the suspect a couple hundred meters away from the original scene.
How did you find the suspect?
Well, I would say just diligent police work. We were all through the area. We actually had communicated to the school district that we had somebody potentially at large with a weapon. So some of the schools had gone into lockdown, and certainly we had every available police officer out there looking and hunting for this individual. From that standpoint, I think the resolution was positive, but certainly it's hard to think positive without thinking about our victim in hospital at this point.
How close were you to calling an Amber Alert?
We had our finger on the button. We had all of the materials that would have been required to issue the Amber Alert, and literally, as we were getting ready to launch, an officer came over the air to indicate that he had spotted the suspect.